Okay, so I'm up now. I haven't been to sleep. I've been up since maybe 1:30 or 3 o'clock yesterday, and I mean, like in the afternoon. We've been getting up kind of late, and I can't sleep. We have an inspection at 8 o'clock. I'm gonna take a shower, but before I do, I thought I would break out my Oracle cards. This is the Sekhmet Servant Oracle cards. I know I look crazy, but like I said, I haven't been asleep. And I need to shower and stuff like that. So, I'm gonna use the Isis Oracle um, ritual book or whatever, the Oracle book, to help me understand how to um, read the cards, because I think I've done only like one reading before, and I think it was tarot cards, not oracle cards. So this, lay down, please. This will be my first um, try at oracles. And it's Sekhmet Servant. Today is 8/11. I started at 6:40, so here I go. I'm gonna shuffle my cards. 7 arrows. I'm gonna shuffle my cards and see what happens. See what I can pull. This is a big card. Close it. Shuffle away. That was one. How many times do you think I should shuffle it? 5. Alright, so this is called the Wing of Isis because it will help lift you into new understanding. Shuffle with an open mind or heart, and either ask for guidance in unconditional love generally or on a specific issue. Keep in mind you'll get the guidance you need, which is not always going to be on the issue you intend. It will just happen that way occasionally. Simply spread the cards in a fanning wing on slight horseshoe shape from 1 to 5, like so. So, I don't really have a specific issue right now. I'm not necessarily going through anything noteworthy. I'm just going through I feel oppressed. I feel restricted. I feel like the world, like society, is just keeping me bound and forcing me to be somebody I'm not. I feel like they have certain spaces have expectations of me that are unrealistic, and I feel like different factors are keeping me at bay. Like I can't fully elevate or manifest my dreams because of society. I don't think it's anything I'm doing. I don't think it's anything that I have, any pre-existing conditions. I think it's just literally society. And people with ill intentions and haters and whatever else. So that's all I'm dealing with right now. So yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the first card is Capera. And what is the real issue for me right now on a spiritual level? So let's find Capera is becoming, transforming relationships. Relationships for rods like equal or neutral, and a tomb is equal or neutral. So Capera becoming, transforming. What is the real issue for me right now on a spiritual level? I guess becoming and transforming. Card 2, how can I best heal in my day-to-day life? That card is 7 Heatherts. I'm assuming that's what it is. 7, let's see. So, how can I best heal that in my day-to-day life? Blessings, fate, and declaration. So basically, maybe I need to proclaim certain things over my life with authority, and so that I can easily manifest them. I'm thinking relationships, Heathert. It's a servant. It's a positive relationship. I guess I'll figure out who that is. The third card is, what will the gift or outcome of this be? Tefnut. It's pretty blue lioness. Let's see. Wandering, escape, sovereignty. So what will the gift or outcome of this be? Wandering, escape, sovereignty. And that's what I was saying. I feel like escaping. Like I've been wanting. I just want to take my kids and run away. I just want to take my babies and run away. I've always wanted to be a traveler. I just want to travel. I wish I could, I guess, sell what I don't need and take everything that I really, really want with me, which would be like my books, my babies. They have like, like little things that I really want to keep for them, and certain clothes. Of course, a lot of clothes I wouldn't take, but my books for sure. Anything spiritual, anything that has any type of spiritual like relevance in my life, I would take with me. But anyways, so wandering, escape, and sovereignty is what gift will come of this. So card 4, Sons of Heru. And that is, what is the biggest challenge or opportunity for me to get to the best, or what is the biggest challenge or opportunity for me to get to the best outcome? And Tefnut, they said her relationships were Shu, which is a positive consort. A tomb is a familial positive. Newt and Gab are familial neutrals. So the next card would be, what is the biggest challenge or opportunity for me to get to the best outcome? Sons of Heru. Alright. Endings, process, protection. And that's literally what I was saying. Like, I don't feel safe. Like, so many things have happened to me and my children. And people are constantly attacking me and my children. It's not anything. I'm exaggerating. This is serious. So I do desire protection and security and safety. That's what I desire most. Sons of Heru. What is the biggest challenge or opportunity for me to get to challenge or opportunity for me to get to the best outcome? Endings. I pray endings for them. Process. I know it's going to take time for me to get to where I want to be. And protection. And I need help. I'm just one woman. I just need help. And I don't have anybody to ask. And for my whole life, I never really wanted to have to depend on people. I didn't think I was going to have to depend on people forever. I thought eventually I was going to be able to handle everything. And then, like, when I got married, I thought, that was it. I had my protection. I had the person who was going to help me, raise a family. It takes two people, usually more. It takes a village, like they say. That didn't work out. That person was violent. And I don't understand. I don't understand why society is the way it is. All it wants to do is it's violent and oversexed. Basically, that's literally what society is. It's violent and oversexed. And I need help. I need help. I need help. I cannot do this by myself. I've been trying so long and it's just not working out. Relationships for the sons of Heru are Heruer, which is a familial neutral relationship. Serket, which is familial neutral, and Heru Sa Aset is familial neutral. The fifth card, what special guidance is there to help me resolve this in the best way now? Empty. Hopefully the spirit guide will come to me and help me. Whoever Empty is, because I believe these people are, most of them are probably alive, walking around. Oh. Mistakes, learning, and accountability. That says a lot. Mistakes, learning, and accountability. So I feel like if there were people who were supposed to help me, they may have gotten discouraged, or maybe they don't really believe it, or maybe they don't understand why that's their path, why is that their assignment. And I can understand all of that. I respect all of that. I understand how people can get discouraged with helping me or anybody for that reason. And I don't want people to feel like they're obligated to do something for me, because it makes me uncomfortable. It makes me feel like they're doing things because they feel like they're obligated, not because they really want to, And I don't know. I just know that, just like Noah, he didn't want to do, he had a task and he didn't want to do it. So he hid, and he was swallowed, and he was in the well for a long time, but eventually, did what he was called to do, even though he didn't want to. And life is like that. But I feel like I have been such a humble servant. I have tried so hard to do everything I thought God wanted me to do. I have served people who didn't deserve it. I have forgiven things that were truly unforgivable. I have accepted a lot, and it's like, when does this end? When does me minimizing and diminishing myself and putting myself last and suffering so other people can feel better, and trying to be the peacekeeper, the peacemaker, and just suffering like this, when does it end? I just want it. The suffering is the suffering. Like, it's nonstop. And it's like, I've been through things that I have not told anybody about. And I have not processed that grief. And I think that's part of the reason why sometimes I make really bad decisions, because I have problems processing grief. And I notice if I don't process it, it manifests every single time in such a negative, self-destructive like mannerism. Like that's just part of my mannerisms, and I've been trying my best to control that. But in those moments, I'm so mentally anguished by the grief. I cannot process things, and I cannot make great decisions for myself. And I'm trying, and it's just like I've gotten somewhat better because there are things that I've gotten where I wouldn't have made as good of decisions. But recently I did do a few things. It's just, oh God, I don't have any help. I don't have any help. That's what it is. I don't have help, and it's just too difficult. Um, it's too difficult for me. It's way too difficult. I can't do this by myself. I'm fighting the whole fucking world by my fucking self. And I know I have ancestors. I have a higher power. I have energies and spirits and light that works for me. But I need all that, my whole army, to work for me ahead of time. Don't wait until something happens to me to seek revenge and retaliate. Prevent this for me. Try to. And it hasn't been what's been happening lately. Sometimes, yeah, I do sometimes get like I think my third eye is open, and I'll get like a inkling or a dream or a vision, or I hear a voice, and it'll be like, don't do this or don't do that, or watch out for this, blah 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 blah. And I listen. I 99% of the time I heed that, because sometimes I don't know if I'm gonna be taking any unnecessary extra precautions and like just taking extra time. But most of the time it's like, does it really matter? Like I don't think I really have the type of life where I can gamble with whether or not I need to take this extra precaution or not. So I'm just I need help. I need somebody to have my back while I got their front. I need somebody to have my front while I got their back. And I have my father, I have my high power, I have my creator, I have my source, and I have that. I have my above, I have my ancestors, I have the heavens, I have the firmament, I have this. And it's like, I don't want to always just retaliate. I want to prevent these things. I want to prevent it. And I know it sounds petty, but I didn't come from a place of lack. I shouldn't have to worry about things financially. And I know that's not going to fix everything, but it will help. I don't care how much we're not supposed to desire things. We're not supposed to have desire, and we're not supposed to be materialistic or like have a consumptive nature. But as a person living in this society, I need certain elements to keep myself protected. I need a security system, which takes money. I need an alarm system. I need a vehicle just in case if there's an emergency. I need gas just in case there's an emergency. I need different things, and I need money. And it's not the only thing I need. It's just I never really had. I don't know. I've never been really rich, so I don't know. So Nemti, what is the special guidance? What special guidance is there to help me resolve this in the best way now? Nemti, mistakes, learning, accountability. And I realize I've made mistakes myself. Whoever my spirit guide, Nemti, is that's walking the earth now, I believe they are going to have to take accountability. I believe they are still learning, and I believe that they are going to keep making mistakes. I know they are. Hesat is a healer, is a positive. That's a relationship. Matik Positive consort, Heathert. Victim negative. What? Victim negative. So I need to figure out what Nemti did to Heathert. Let me double check. Because this. Let me see. Over the 7 Heatherts. This one is not working. Let's try this. So, 7 Heathers, I believe that was the second one. And then what time were they? Blessings, fate, declaration, Heathert, servant, positive. Sekhmet, servants. So, let's figure this out. I gotta figure it out. Alright. Oh. Alright, let's see. Heather's and empty relationship. Alright, let's see what this is. Based on ancient Egyptian mythology, there's a mythical connection between the goddesses Hathor and Nemti. Who's Hathor? But not necessarily a direct relationship in terms of partnership, family structure, and Nemti. According to Ooh. According to the Jumilak papyrus, Nemti decapitates Hathor. Hathor's regeneration, the gods then punish Nemti by skinning him alive. Hesat's intervention and rebirth. Okay. Hesat, a goddess associated with Hathor, regenerates Nemti's flesh using her milk. Hathor's head is retouched with thoughts magic. Nemti's identity with Horus. This rebirth results in Nemti being identified with the infant Horus. This leads Nemti being identified with the infant Horus. This links Nemti to the royal ideology of the time. The relationship between Hathor and Nemti centers on a myth of conflict, punishment, and an eventual regeneration and birth for both deities. Who is Heathert? Hathor, also known as Hethert, or Hathor, is a major ancient Hathor Egyptian goddess associated with various aspects of life in the cosmos. She is known as the goddess of the sky, motherhood, beauty, love, joy, music, dance, and the dead. She was also considered a sky goddess, a solar goddess, and a goddess of the underworld. Her name, House of Horus, connects her to the falcon god Horus, often depicted as the sky god in association with kinship. Sky goddess, okay. She was one of the deities who acted as the overall eventual aspect that protected the sun. Her multifaceted. Hathor was a complex deity with diverse roles and associations. She could be seen as the mother, consort, and daughter of the She could be seen as a mother, consort, and daughter of the sun god Ra. Her influence extended from the heavens to the underworld, and she was revered through the history of ancient Egypt. So, wait. Is Nemti set? Oh, Osiris. Wait. Okay. So, Horus. Okay, is Nemti. Is Nemti Horus? Is Nemti Horus? While Nemti and Horus are distinct ancient Egyptian deities, they are closely related and sometimes conflated. Nemti, originally a falcon god associated with ferrymen and travel, became closely linked to Horus, also who also has falcon imagery and is the god of the sky and kingship. In some myths, Nemti is even considered a title or aspect of Horus, particularly in his role as a ferryman. Nemti's origins: Horus. Nemti as a title. And the myth the contending Nepti appears as very much for the setting Osiris' inheritance. Also fusion. In some cases, Nepti is considered a fusion of Horus and Set. Why did Nemti hurt Heather? Okay. Why did Horus, in one ancient Egyptian myth preserved in the Ptolemaic period papyrus, the god Nemti cut off the head of the cow goddess Hathor. The reason for this act are not explicitly stated within the snippet provided. However, the myth is noted as being reminiscent of the events in the contendings of Horus and Seth, where Horus decapitated Isis for intervening in a conflict involving Seth. As punishment for harming Hathor, Nemti was flayed of his skin and flesh. The act is said to explain why Nemti's worshippers in the Pacific region constructed his cult image out of silver, a metal associated with the bones of the gods, rather than the usual gold, which was linked to flesh and skin. Okay. Isis, Horus, and Seth. Okay. Isis, Horus. In Egyptian mythology, Isis, Horus, and Seth are key figures in a complex family drama centered around themes of murder, revenge, and divine kingship. Isis, a powerful goddess, is the wife of Osiris and mother of Horus. Osiris, the benevolent ruler, is murdered by his jealous brother Seth. Horus, as Osiris' son, then embarks on a quest to avenge his father's death and claims his rightful place on the throne. Osiris, Isis, she is the goddess of magic, motherhood, and protection. She resurrects Osiris after his death, conceives Horus, and fiercely protects her son from Seth. Okay, so Osiris, myth of Osiris, Isis, brief and magical resurrection of her husband. Horus decapitated Isis. Horus The wife of Osiris. The wife of Osiris. Mother of Horus. Okay. Wife of Osiris and mother of Horus. But and over here it says Horus decapitated Isis. Seth is his uncle, right? Seth is the uncle. Horus decapitated Isis. The falcon, son of Osiris and Isis, used for a long struggle with Seth to avenge his father's death and claim his. Okay, so let's see what happened to Seth after he. What happened to. What happened to Horus after he killed Isis? In some versions of Egyptian myth, Horus, in a fit of rage after Isis accidentally harms him in a fight with Set, cuts off his mother's head. Thoth, the god of wisdom, later restores Isis to life and replaces her head with that of a cow. However, it is important to note that this is just one version of the myth, and there are many different accounts of the conflict between Horus and Set. In other versions, the specific details may vary, and Isis may not be harmed or killed by Horus at all. The key takeaway is that the relationship between Horus and Isis is a complex one, and their actions are driven by a variety of factors, including love, loyalty, revenge, and the desire to uphold the cosmic order. Captivating story of Osiris, Isis, Seth, and Horus. This is fucking crazy. Clearly, this was a fucking toxic ass family. The fuck? Horus. Alright, so basically, Nemti. Now I forgot what the hell happened. Nemti murdered Heter, which is Hathor, which is Isis. Nemti murdered her. I think they said Nemti was also. Did they say Nemti was also Horus? Let's see. I forgot already. And okay, let's double check on that. Okay. Yeah, they said he was. They kind of. Okay, is Nemti Horus? Let's see, is Nemti Horus? They said Nemti is considered a title or aspect of Horus. So they're trying to say that he decapitated Hathor. I don't know. It's really weird. But, oh god, my ass hurts. Oh god. So basically what they're saying. Because, so, Hathor or Hethert was she's a victim of him. And then after he beheaded her, he is skinned alive. And both of them are rejuvenated, but no, I don't know. So anyways, I'm going to make sure I take all these notes later. about what transpired with this reading, and I am gonna try to reflect on it, but I just wanted to. Basically, that's what I need. I guess I need escape. I need escape. I need to be able to escape. So that's that.